Oh God.
Let's not. Let's not.
Yeah, I don't want the camera feed, it ending up on
Yeah.
the hub, and then you got
So
some desperate Ukrainian
I guess we could
jerking
just
off
talk
to me.
about what we've agreed upon.
Okay.
Bail. Your bail's. Oh, hi.
Jesus.
I'm back.
Get the fuck out of here.
Alright, so
Fuck out of my interrogation room.
so we agreed upon bail set at 45,000, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. Now, we would like to ask you some questions. It's completely up to you if you would be willing to answer them.
I'll answer a few depending on what they are.
Alright, so I'm just gonna get the mic turned on. All right.
I got it.
Alright, yeah, this is Keisha's deal. She likes doing this.
As in the Keisha that I showed my 12-inch penis to once?
That's the one and only.
Hell yeah. Hi, how you been?
Oh, we've been.
This is how you do it, Keisha.
You seen
You're an amateur.
anything? Have you seen anything as big as that recently?
Okay, you got the color right.
I have.
Oh, you
I mean,
have, damn.
Yeah, I mean, I think you forget that even though I like to
Okay, I don't
look
need
at
to listen to
everyone
Turn
like
the mic off for this conversation. Can we turn the mic and talk about this?
Oh, for this conversation? Oh, I mean, it's whatever. I don't care. I mean, I'm Keisha. But yeah, I like to.
Yeah, the only thing the courts will ever find out is I have a 12-inch penis. So
yeah, I like to think of everyone, that I have an encounter with, as like, what is that ice cream? Napolitan. I think it's called different things depending on where you live. But the one that has the strawberry, vanilla, and the chocolate. I like to think of everyone like that. But with a real fun as the Chocolate Brothers.
I prefer orange sherbet.
Oh, I'm not
I
a fan.
prefer cookie dough, honestly.
Oh, gross.
Cookie dough.
See,
That is so white boy.
Yeah, I can't do cookie dough.
Well, cookie dough ice cream, not just cookie dough.
I can't do cookie dough anything. I can't do it. All right, sugar. So, just so you're aware, the microphone is on. It's recording, as we can see. And then the camera up here is also recording as well. It records basically anything that it can see within its field of view up there.
What I'm hearing is I should stand over here so that my rights can't be violated by YouTube gangbanging me.
Trust me.
Sorry for stampering.
Why are you back in my motherfucking interview room?
Mr. Reed Warren.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna fucking borrow my cars from the troopers, don't fucking park them where I try to pull off the cruisers.
Oh shit. Dude, I forgot I parked there.
You forgot you parked it there. Maybe
you know, I was preparing for when we,
Yeah, maybe you should prepare your ass to drive a cruiser again.
Hey, get out of my Air 1. All right.
If you vote me mayor, I'd get you insecure funding for Air 1 and Air 2. Hell, even Air 3.
All right. I mean, all right. When's the election?
No idea.
All right. Well,
I don't think there's one on the books yet.
Let's get back to where we left off. I believe, Keisha, you were reading him his rights.
Mm-hmm. Now,
All right.
at this point in time, even though we are just saying, that the whole bail and all that stuff, I'm just gonna go ahead and just read you the rights since you were placed under arrest and all that stuff. So you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You do have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one or want to be appointed to you by the state, shall one be present. Do you understand the rights in which I have just read them to you in regards to what we're about to talk about?
Yes.
Now earlier you said you did agree to you just answer a few questions. So again, if you don't want to answer any questions, we can either just skip them or, you can plead the fifth, however you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now to your knowledge, right? There was an incident that happened at the pier. Could you tell us what was going on prior to said event?
Prior to the event, well, I got down to the pier, as that's where my friends were meeting, or they were already met at, and I don't know, a verbal altercation happened between two individuals, and I jumped in the water because I ain't getting stabbed. Sal got stabbed. I ain't getting stabbed.
All right, can we just kind of set the scene? You say your friend there. Can we get names, or do you want me to say, who I thought was there?
So the only people that I really knew the names of there was Lumi, Edward, Coda, Sal, Shelby, and Levi.
All right. And then what was their guy? Looks like a knockoff Jesus.
There might have been.
Alright.
I honestly I don't remember. I was
Yeah, no, it's
engrossed in
alright.
conversation with Edward and Coda, so
Right,
Mhm.
we understand. Stressful situation. Your brain forgets things.
All right. So you arrived there, right? Can you said a second ago there was a you said it was a conversation or an altercation?
for what?
You said there was you said prior to you jumping into the water.
Oh yeah, there
something
was a
happened.
verbal altercation
Okay.
between two people. I don't know who.
Okay.
Well, I shouldn't say I don't know who. I can assume one of them was Sal,
Okay.
but I don't know the other person.
Now, when you say that there was a verbal altercation, this is not an assumption.
No, it was pretty loud. I couldn't hear what they were saying as I was over by my vehicle.
Okay.
But
If I mean, for it to be pretty loud, and for you to be by a vehicle and you still heard it, you couldn't make out a single word.
it sounded just like screaming.
Okay. But you're not too sure who that altercation was between.
I don't.
Okay.
Again, I can assume it was Sal, but it might not have been.
Okay. I guess what would lead you to, as you put it, assume it was Sal? What would lead you to that?
He's the victim of the alleged crime that I'm being charged with.
Okay. But we're not definite. Like these are just assumptions at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was talking to Edward and Coda.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
All right, so I mean, throughout, I don't know how long you were at the pier, but throughout the time that you were at the pier, did you and Sal ever have a conversation?
No.
No. Okay, so nothing was ever brought up about, no arguments about work, nothing like that.
I wouldn't say anything about work.
Okay.
Again, I was talking to Edward and Coda by my vehicle.
Okay.
Heard the altercation. We all moved over towards the end of the pier. And then Sal gets stabbed. See people jump in the water.
Okay.
That was honestly my fight or flight response, was to jump in the fucking water and swim as far away as I could.
Okay.
Hence why I swam under the pier towards the, whatever you want to call that, the stunt area on the beach.
Okay.
The Nitro Circus.
Okay. I guess let's just stay on the pier before said event happened. So you were there. You were talking. You said you were talking to Coda.
Coda and Edward.
And Edward. Okay. And to your knowledge, what is Sal and Coda? Are they dating? Are they friends? Are they? I hate
Oh,
to say
they're.
it. Are they fuck buddies? What would you call them?
I would say that they are in an intimate romantic relationship.
Okay.
Borderline on the gross part.
Okay. And but Sal was there whenever you were talking with Coda and Edward,
No.
or did he come?
No, he never came by us.
Okay, so he never came by. So, where would you say he was?
If you know about where the stairs are
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the pier, he was around that area. That's where everyone was. I parked my car by the building
Mm-hmm.
to the right by the stairs that lead up towards the building.
Okay.
Edward and Coda came over to me when I parked up.
Okay. So.
And then a police Mustang rolled up like
Okay.
30 seconds, 40 seconds later.
So you get there, and
Mhm.
and you have, I guess some type of visual on Sal, because you can at least place him at the stairs, right?
I mean, well, that's where he was stabbed.
No, okay. So, but again, like I said, prior to that, you say you were talking to Edward and Coda.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you're talking to Edward and Coda, I'm just trying to get a visual from as you say, like
We okay. So
where was Sal prior to him being stabbed? That's what I want to know.
Honestly,
from
I have no
from your
idea.
recollection. So at a certain point, you pull up and you just never saw Sal.
I never saw Sal until he was stabbed.
Okay. And I can only so whenever you brought your vehicle all the way down to the end of the pier, or you walked there?
I brought my vehicle to the end.
Okay, and then facing the beach, or
facing out to the ocean.
Facing that, so you didn't back in.
No, so if you know how the pier is, those two buildings at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled through them.
Yeah.
And turned immediately to the right. So like the front of the vehicle would have been facing, I don't know if that yacht is still there, but the yacht that's normally there.
Okay. And from your recollection, where was everyone standing, I guess, prior to you pulling in? Because I'm pretty sure you would have had to at least, make sure no one was in the way, correct?
Well, yeah.
So I guess
the vast majority of people were by the stairs. Some were off to the left, some were off to the right.
Okay, so when you say the vast majority of people, who are we saying are the vast majority of people, and to what location were they at?
Honestly, I don't know who the names were. I just saw their backs.
Mm-hmm.
And there was 4 or 5 who were at the stairs, 2 off to the left, and then 1 all by themselves to the right.
Okay, so I guess slow it down for me, right? If I'm in the car with you and we pull through those 2 buildings, as you say, right?
Mm-hmm.
You slowly pull the vehicle a little bit to the right, as you say, correct?
Yes.
There's a stairway, I guess you could say a thick stairwell to the right that goes up. I guess that restaurant is Pearls, I believe. And then there's a stairway to the left that descends down into like the little, I guess, the end of the pier, correct?
Yes.
Now, if we pull in this vehicle, you say the group of the majority of the people. I think that's the way we put it. They were to the left or to the right?
No, they were in the middle.
So they were in the middle. Okay, so we pull in, and these people are in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got an idea. You got a pen? Draw it on this piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Frankie, there's a pin in there. Bring it in here.
Wait, what?
Bring the pin in here and a piece of paper.
Oh, my bad. I'm in my head.
Oh, I was just gonna do it on the 10 card on the back. Do you want me to actually wait and
Oh, and then
use
go
an
ahead.
actual piece of paper? Okay.
Go ahead. And never mind, Frankie. Never mind.
Well, I still need the pen.
Oh yeah, bring the pin.
Yeah.
Oh, my
I don't. I don't have a pen with me. I was just gonna flip the 10 card that's in front of me over and doodle on the back for you. Okay, thank you.
Yep. Oh, they're okay. I'm gonna vanish away. Woo.
Okay, so you got the stairs of the pier here.
Mm-hmm.
And the vast majority of people here. I pulled my car in here. I'm running out of. Damn, this piece of paper's small.
Okay. And from where I'm standing, I'm in the ocean, correct?
Yeah. Sorry.
Right. So your car.
I'm a very bad speller.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Your car was the black G wagon, or not G
The,
wagon.
yeah,
but,
the Wish G wagon, as I call
yeah,
it.
okay, yeah, I remember. It's okay.
Yeah. So there was my car.
Okay.
Then you had two people. I think there's a hot dog stand. It's either a hot dog stand or a burger stand that's off to the left of the stairs.
Okay.
There's a group of two people over there gossiping or something.
Okay.
And then there was just this weird loner over there.
All right.
Like, who goes to talk to people and then just stands by themselves?
Okay.
It's a little weird.
And then, so whenever you arrive, you made your way to who?
I got out of my car, and at that point, Edward and Kodo began walking over towards me
Okay.
from the group of people by the stairs.
Okay. Now I'm gonna backpedal a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Now, earlier, Petey encountered a situation, right? And
What kind of situation?
it was a situation involving needing to know about, I believe, the terminology that's being thrown in the air now is called an information warrant. All right.
Oh,
Now,
yeah, that.
earlier, and again, we're talking prior to these events. I believe the gentleman to my left, Reed, called you about
Yep.
said information about terminology, correct?
He called me asking if I would sign the warrant.
Okay. And how did that conversation go?
I told him he didn't need a warrant to ask people questions
Okay.
because you don't.
Okay. Did he? Would you say he articulated his reason to ask about that?
Oh yeah, and I explained to him that you don't need one. Like, police can question individuals for as long as they want, as long as the person is cooperative.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the conversation we had.
Do you know prior to that? I guess not even prior. Do you know why he asked you those questions?
He sent me over the warrant, so based off it, yes.
Okay. Let's see. And when did you receive that phone call?
Oh God. Let me look. You know, I wish that my email would show the timestamp for when he sent over the warrant because I could tell you then.
Say.
I would say it's about.
Let me look and see if I can find.
No, I can't see.
Let me see.
Okay, now
Hey,
I can.
Keisha, I need you over here for 1 second.
Give me 1 second if y'all will just excuse me.
Yeah, hurry up.
What do y'all want? I know y'all see me in there.
This is important. This is more important what you're in. I can tell you that much.
Okay, I can see. I can see. Okay, cool. I can see everything.
Hello.
This man over here
Mm.
just killed a K9. Not attempted. He killed a K9. That must be murder. Murder of a LAO.
You
Oh,
motherfucker.
how can you laugh? It's horrible.
Mm.
Trying to find what time-
No, listen. All right. Like, can I tell my story, Mr. Brown?
You may not.
What? How?
mean, I guess-
I mean, yeah, you can, but I don't think it's gonna change the fact that you killed my K9.
No. I listen. I confess. I killed his canine. Now
Okay, so
let me
then we're
speak.
done. So then we're
Let me
done.
speak.
Okay.
Let me
so,
speak.
so then we're done.
Confess.
Okay, bye.
His canine.
You're gonna be hold on to
His
try
canine.
so
His
we're done.
canine growled at me like a lion.
Okay, so we're done.
Wait,
He's confessed.
Anyways.
did you confess?
Why was I needed for that?
Okay, we're gonna do it this way instead.
Motherfucker
Why
literally
would I not? That's
confessed.
the truth, and only the truth.
What the fuck was I called for?
Don't you enjoy when people call on you for no reason?
Where were we at?
Have fun with it.
Wait, what did you put there?
The
Say that again?
the phone call.
Gum. Hey,
I guess
So from what
Officer
I
Frankie, you got
remember,
a
I would
fight on
say
your
it happened anywhere from
It was in the evening.
hour
Fuck
to
it,
2 hours before the pier incident.
okay.
Yeah, I wanna watch it.
What I
Um,
remember.
Oh no.
He's a fucking
And
cop killer.
and so I guess to your recollection, right? I guess we don't even need to really talk about time. I guess to your recollection, you you were not at the pier, correct?
I wasn't.
Whenever you received that phone.
I was
call.
at City Hall.
Okay.
It was a mountain. How do you feel?
So your first thoughts on
Listen,
hearing, I guess, the
at
phone
this
call.
point, I think I
What were
deserve
your
everything.
first thoughts
Kill me,
on
just kill me.
that?
Normal when you're fucking
So initially, because how Reed worded it was, I need you to sign a warrant.
You're not.
Mhm.
Okay.
Nothing tasing me.
I look at the warrant, and upon like further reading and getting down to the bottom and everything
Hey,
else,
hey,
I find out
Officer-
it's for an
Officer
information warrant.
Frankie and
Yeah.
At
kill me,
which
kill me,
point, I
please,
inform
kill me.
Reed that you don't need a warrant
One
to
more,
question
one more,
people
one more.
Yeah.
because you don't. Because if you did, do you have a warrant to question me?
Well, at this point in time, no, sir.
Exactly. See, that was the point I was trying to, get across. That as long as people are cooperative, you don't need a warrant. And if they stop cooperating, well, charge them with something and question them further.
Now I believe I did give a reasoning why it was an information warrant
Yeah,
because Seth recommended it.
yeah. Well, I think Sal was just confused about things because I don't think those exist anymore. Kind of got vetoed, but yeah, it was
Okay.
just. Yeah, it was. To my understanding, when I heard you explain it, Reed, I was like, okay, so you're wanting a warrant to question people just so that you can bring them down to MRPD to talk to them.
Hmm.
A simple phone call is the same thing, and you don't need a warrant for it.
True. I guess kind of thinking behind it was, okay, this event happened recently. If they are involved, it's possible. Never mind. I guess. You're right. I agree. I'm. Yeah. I agree,
It's a redundancy that's not needed because if you issue an information warrant for someone and they're not cooperative, well then what are you going to do? You're going to let them go because you don't have anything to charge them with. Whereas the same if you don't issue an information warrant and you're questioning someone to investigate if they committed a crime and they stop cooperating, you let them go if you don't have enough evidence.
So this is kind of off topic, but I guess just from how I look at it, from P, we kind of need this shit, in reading, which I know isn't your fault, but
Oh yeah. Well, I think it's the biggest problem is nobody from DOJ's around.
yeah.
They say
So-
they working on things, but I ain't seen shit.
All right. I'll just pick.
Yeah. So
Back-
we're getting off topic a little bit.
Yeah, we're starting to curve off track.
Okay. Now, you say you went and well, Coda and Edward came up to you. You know, y'all
Yes.
talking, all that good jazz and all that stuff, right? At what point would you say that the quote unquote altercation took place? 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in, an hour, 2
I'd
hours,
say like
3
five. I'd say like
hours?
5 minutes after the white Mustang pulled up, and then backed out.
Okay. Now, the event happens, right? You know, Sal, he gets stabbed. You know,
Yes.
things happen, right? You didn't see it, and at this time, were you still standing with Edward and Coda?
No, we moved up to the crowd. Like everyone had converged on the middle group by the stairs.
Okay.
Even that weird loner.
So, and this was prior to him getting stabbed.
Yes.
Okay, so at this point in time, everyone is in a group, a crowd.
Yeah.
And at this point, Sal is there,
Yes.
and he's still having said altercation with whoever.
I wouldn't say the altercation was over, but it had definitely died down.
Okay. So then I guess just walk me through, from your perspective, you know, everyone is there, as you say.
Yep.
And just walk me through to the point to where, you know, he wasn't stabbed, and then all of a sudden he got stabbed. Walk me through that.
So I pulled my phone out because I saw a text from someone. And I look up from my phone, and Sal is laying on the ground. There are 2, maybe 3, possibly 4 people jumping in the water. I do the same thing. Really stupid, if you ask me. That was like a 40-foot drop. It fucking hurt. Fell on my back. Haven't been able to walk straight since then. I think water went into my asshole.
It's not the first time it's been in mine, sugar.
Okay. And then I swim under the pier to the beach.
Mm-hmm. Then you swim to the beach. Okay, so you jump the pier. I guess give me a direction. Did you swim to the left or to the right of the pier? If I'm looking out towards the ocean from the pier.
If you're looking out towards the ocean, the left.
Okay, so you swam to the left. You swim to the beach. What happens on the beach?
The white Mustang rolls up, and then I'm like, well, shit, I got my metal detector. Might as well start metal detecting.
Right. So I guess I have a question, or I'm just curious about something. You know. Yeah. You know, as you said, you know, out of fear or being scared, whatever. You know, someone just got stabbed. You jumped off the pier. Now, I guess it could just be me, but I don't find it normal to just swim back to the beach and then start metal detecting after you just jumped off a big ass pier out of fear.
What else am I supposed to do?
Well,
my car is at the pier where a man was just stabbed. I'm not going back to my car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting until, hopefully, police apprehend the person who did it, and then calling someone asking if everything's okay up there and coming back and getting my car. I don't like to waste time. I'll let you know that. I hate wasting time, and if I can make $1,000 detecting metal and selling the scrap, I'll do it.
Hypothetical, right? I'm just gonna throw out a hypothetical.
Yeah.
Let's just say a bigger event happened, right? Like, let's just say 2 or 3 people got gunned down at the pier. You jump in the water, same thing. You jump in the water, blah blah blah. Do you then start metal detecting?
I don't see why I wouldn't. I'm far enough away at that point. Hopefully, unless they start coming back down the pier,
I guess.
and
I
then they
guess,
start shooting at me. In which case, I'm gonna take off running down the beach.
I guess my thinking would be. Now, granted, I guess it's questionable at that point. Why would I not get far enough out of harm's way?
I figured, let's say the pier is 200 feet. The end of the pier is like 200 feet offshore. I figured 200 feet away is a safe enough distance if someone was just stabbed.
Mm. All right.
Unless he's a fucking ninja and he's got throwing knives and he throws a knife 200 feet, which if he does, I deserve to die at that point. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you.
So I guess I really only have one more question, I suppose.
Okay.
Now, Keisha, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Officer Creed and yourself attempted to make contact with William on the beach, and he began to swim towards the end of the pier
Yeah.
to where you would.
Yeah,
wrangle
because I
boat.
was leading to that. That was gonna be my next question. That's why, as you put it, you were metal detecting, correct?
Yeah.
I guess go on from there. I guess from your perspective, because you jump in the water, you metal detect, go.
Well, a bunch of cops pull up on the beach then, where me and two other people are metal detecting.
Mm-hmm. Now
And
let
then-
me stop you. Who are these two individuals?
I know the one person's Levi. I don't know the other person.
Okay, y'all, as you say, we're metal detecting.
Yeah, we were metal detecting. And then I think it was I can't remember the color. It was a 90s like import vehicle. Possibly, I honestly don't know my fucking cars, to be honest. But it pulls up, at which point all the police leave from us, go over there. So we start walking back to the other side of the beach.
And go.
All right, so once you're walking to the other side of the beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Keisha and Officer Creed did, come towards you guys trying to make contact, correct?
I don't know who it was, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But two officers, right?
I don't know if they were officers.
So here's what I'm confused about, right? You say that y'all were on the beach, right? You jumped off the pier, hopped on the beach, metal detecting, all that, right? Then you say you see a police vehicle pull up on y'all, correct?
Multiple police
Multiple,
vehicles.
Okay. Then at that point, y'all walk away from the police vehicles, correct? And start
Yeah.
walking down,
Going
I
the
guess.
other direction,
Now, the other direction would be which way? Back towards the pier or
towards the
continuing?
north.
Okay, so that would be again going towards the pier.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess just for reference, anyone who sees this video, since Vespucci Beach runs north and south, you were on the south side of the pier.
Yeah.
And you were making your way north, as you say, and that would be back towards the pier.
To the
Now-
other side.
Okay. So, if you are walking towards the other side, my question then to you would be, how did you make it to the boat rental?
Because a car pulls up alongside us.
Mm-hmm.
They start running towards the north. I run out to sea. I don't know who the person is in the car.
Mm-hmm.
It could be, for all I knew, it was the person who just stabbed a friend of mine.
Okay.
When
Now,
you said car pulls up, what color? Anything? Did you know anything about the car?
Honestly, I didn't look. I heard the car, and at that point, I locked eyes on the water and started swimming.
Okay.
So as far as you know, it could have been a cop car.
It could have, but they didn't have lights on.
Okay.
Okay. So
If they had lights on, I would have stopped.
okay, but okay. So you're walking at this point towards the north, and did all of y'all jump in the water, or did you just jump in the water?
As far as I know, I'm the only one.
Okay.
I
So-
didn't see the other two since then.
Okay. So you're on the beach, walking north. You hop in the water, and then you. So I guess the one thing that I'm just I guess confused about is, as you put it, you were trying to get out of harm's way at the pier, right?
Yeah.
Why then swim back to the pier to get on the boat rental and climb the ladder, which takes you back to the pier?
Because all the PD had left the pier. So it would be safe to assume, would it not, that that area is safe and secure?
Now, how would you be certain that all the PD left the pier? I mean, because as you
Because-
put it, you said you didn't you couldn't make out if the car behind you was an additional PD unit. You
3 police vehicles pulled up to the south of the pier. At that time, I'm fairly certain there was only 4, maybe 5 police on duty.
Mm-hmm. And how would you be certain?
Because I'm a judge, I have access to the MDW.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like how would you be certain? Like, were you on duty at the time of said stabbing?
I'm always on duty. I'm pretty much on call.
Okay.
If someone needs a judge for a trial, for a bench trial, anything, PD can reach out to me.
Okay. So according to you, this seems like an assumption. Correct?
An assumption based on fact.
Okay, so you weren't certain though
I was fairly certain.
that there were only 3 officers on duty at the time?
No, there was 5.
Okay, so
I believe 2 of them were cadets.
I guess let's paint the picture.
Let's paint the picture.
If you had the MDW, right, and
Yeah.
you did look at the officers on duty at the time, who were the officers?
Yourself, Creed, Reed. God, I don't know what his first name is. Is it Simon Suss or Simone?
I mean, it just seems as if you would have already seen the MDW. So I mean, I'm not.
Well, no, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Oh, okay.
That's yeah. I think
okay.
it's Simon. It might be Simone.
Okay.
I've never met the guy.
All right. I mean, that's fair. Who else?
I think that was it.
So
So there might have only been 4.
okay. So repeat the names to me again. I'm sorry.
Yourself,
That's 1,
Reed,
2,
Creed,
3.
and this Simon Simone Suss person
Okay, that makes 4. Now.
Yep. in 3 vehicles.
Okay. Now, how would you know the location of said other officers?
I didn't. But when 3 police vehicles pull up,
Mm-hmm.
it's safe to assume.
Mm-hmm.
And when 4 police get out of the cars and then walk up to you,
Wait, well, hold on, because now we're getting somewhere. Because earlier you said you weren't too sure if some of these vehicles were PD. 'Cause you said you only made 1.
No. I stated that 3 police vehicles pulled up. 4 officers got out, approached us, and then a unknown vehicle pulled up, and all 4 officers walked away from us and to that person.
Okay.
That's what I stated.
And at that point, once the officers left you, as you put it, that's when you hopped into the water.
No.
So if the officers were there, and as you say, all 4 of them went to speak to said individual in the other car that you couldn't make, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If they all went and talked to them, why then would you still? I guess it seems as if you were in. I don't. I mean, I guess you assumed you were free to go.
We were never detained.
So I mean, but I'm just saying, you took it upon yourself to just exit the situation, correct?
If you're not detained, you're free to go. Is that correct?
I mean, I guess it's a fair statement to say, but what I'm asking you is, since you took it upon yourself to exit the situation, you assumed you were free to go, correct?
Again, I was not detained.
Okay.
I was talking
look, we can
with
go
the
round and
police.
round.
We can go round and
We can
round.
go
in
round
this.
and round. But what I'm
The
simply
thing
asking is a yes
what
or
I'm
no.
simply
Did you
stating-
exit the situation?
There was no situation because all of the officers
We're talking
decided
to
to
the other
leave
car?
us.
Okay, so you,
If there was, hang on, if there was an active situation where we were detained, an officer should have stayed with us.
mm-hmm,
Correct?
yes. But
Then
what,
why did all 4 officers leave?
I can't speak to that situation, but what I'm asking
You were one of them.
okay, but sorry, what I'm
So,
asking.
so what I'm getting at
okay, is this
is
going
if
to
we
be a
were
dick swinging
detained,
contest where we just yell at each other,
No,
or we're gonna?
but
are we
what
gonna,
I'm
hey, but
asking-
no, listen, both of you.
because this
Alright,
can be
we're gonna
very
avoid
easily
this, We're gonna
done.
avoid this. Right, you were never detained. Right. No one. I mean, I don't even think at this point we came up to you. I'm gonna be honest.
You
it's-
guys did.
All right.
All 4 of you came up to
So-
us,
so-
asked what we were doing, and we said metal detecting.
Mhm.
And then the car
now-
pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
We then, or I shouldn't say we then, you all then left, and we were like, okay, well, they're leaving us. We're gonna go back metal detecting.
Mm-hmm. So if you're going back metal detecting, why then jump in the water?
Because an unknown car, as I stated previously,
Which that.
pulled up under the pier. I didn't know who it was.
Mm. But
That's why.
That's the car that, as you say, that we left y'all from to go talk to.
Again, I don't know. It
Okay.
was
Alright.
dark under the pier. There's no
Okay.
lights.
Yeah, we've already went through this before. So
So I guess
This
I
is
guess
going in
from what I
circles.
remember, I don't remember I guess second view up to you guys.
so I guess
Either way.
I'm not to cut you off, Reed. I guess I'm just trying to figure out if the pier was this said place that he jumped off the pier from, because said event happened and as you put it, your fight or flight kicked in. Why then? Because I mean, we're still talking about moments. We're not even talking about like an hour or anything, or 2 hours or 3 hours. Like we're still talking about moments that all these events happened. You then return back to the pier, and as you put it, I guess for some reason you just knew every location of every officer in the city at that time.
No. It's when there's 4 officers on duty and 4 officers approach you.
Mm-hmm.
It's safe to assume the pier is safe, because why would police leave a location that is not safe after a violent crime
Mhm.
happened? That's negligent
So
on officers' parts. You
Okay.
do realize that.
Well,
I'm
So
just
it's safe to
gonna-
assume from a judicial standpoint.
so it sounds like
the
you're getting
area was
aggressive. It sounds
safe.
like you're becoming aggressive, and I'm just trying to have a simple conversation.
I listen.
I'm
listen.
explaining things to you.
You don't gotta
because you're
explain them so
clearly not
aggressively.
understanding.
I will say there was more than 4 cops on duty, and not that my name does not show on the MDW. But
You had called me, so it was safe to infer you were
I'm
around.
not saying yeah.
But the point he's trying to say is there were more than 4 officers. That's what he's saying.
Okay.
I feel like it may be safe to assume, to take your logic, you may not be understanding that.
No, I do understand that. But when 4 officers, and as far as I knew, 4 officers were on duty, pulled down, do you see where I'm coming from?
No,
Okay, you don't?
I don't understand how you can say my flight or
Okay.
flight instincts kicked in, yet
Okay,
I'm going to return to the
let
area
me,
which
let
I
me
was so
explain
scared
it to
from.
you as simple as I can, because it seems you're not understanding it. Or this can be done, whichever you choose. Because I'm starting to lean towards the latter.
No,
To be completely honest.
Okay, let's get past this conversation. I have just a few more questions. All right, so when you were swimming towards the boat rental spot,
Yes.
did you hear anybody swimming behind you? Did you hear any voices? Did you
No.
hear anything? No. So you didn't hear officers, shouting to you.
I didn't.
Okay. Now, once you got to the boat ramp, or I guess, tell me when you first realized that there were cops following you.
I heard a voice when I started to climb up the ladder say, "Hey, stop." Didn't see anyone, so I continued up the ladder. And then I heard it again, so I stopped at the top of the ladder because I looked down and I saw an officer climbing up the boat on like the little floating dock thing.
Okay.
And I waited up there until they climbed up the ladder to talk to me. At which point you had Officer Creed climb up the ladder. After I believe it was Keisha climb up first. Creed climbs up and pulls an AR out on me.
Alright. That's all I have. Keisha, I don't know if you have anything else, but that's all I need.
Nah, I think that's it. Really, I think that's it. I think we made some
So-
good headway here.
Do you have money on you, or
Yeah,
how
I
we
do.
Okay, so let's go to my office. We'll get put in the vault. We'll go over some basic rules of bail, I guess, and then we'll have to talk on email to get the court date set up. But we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
push for next weekend.
Okay. That should
Alright.
work. Unless World War III starts.
Yeah, I guess.
Or I join the Ukrainian Foreign Legion, but that's